friends, and welcome to a new video. I'm done for the day work-wise. I've had a very busy day today and I'm exhausted. I wanted to take you along on what I do once my work is done for the day. I usually try to end my work around 5:36 and take time to relax, pick up a little bit, cook, and spend time with Johannes, my boyfriend. And yeah, today I thought I'd take you along and show you my routine. Now, every day isn't exactly the same, but it does tend to be very similar. First of all, I'm going to start by picking up the apartment because the apartment is a mess right now. I tend to just leave stuff where it is as it is, especially if I've had a very busy day, which I've had today. So I'm going to pick up the apartment to set a more calm mood. If it's messy, it gets me very anxious and a little stressed. So I'm now in my kitchen ready to make some dinner. For dinner I plan to make risotto. Is that how you pronounce it correctly? Because we went to the forest to forage for wild garlic already almost a month ago now, and we still have some frozen, and my boyfriend's colleague, who used to be a chef, said we should make risotto, wild garlic risotto, and that's what I'm going to attempt to make today. The last time I made risotto was when we were living in Florence. Yeah, that was a while back. I don't make risotto often, but if you make it well, which I don't always do, it's really delicious. Even using my homemade vegetable stock that is defrosting right now. It is so crucial to use your homemade vegetable stock. It just makes it taste so much better. So I'm actually going to go ahead and wash the risotto rice before I use it. I know that's not how you do it. You just fry it fragrant in the pan directly with the onions and a lot of sweat, but as an Asian, I cannot not wash rice. I feel like the rice is not dirty, but dusty. Do you see how good this looks? I mean, look how creamy this is. This is so silky. Ugh. I just realized that I wanted to do wild garlic risotto and I forgot the wild garlic. I'll just try to add it now and hopefully that will be okay. Where's my head at? We're about to head out on our evening walk, and I wanted to show you my kind of art student inspired outfit and these really cute shoes. I mean, look at that color. It just screams sunshine, sun rays to me. It makes me so happy, this color. These shoes were sent to me by Vivaya. They're the ones that are sponsoring today's video. It's crazy to think that these shoes were once plastic bottles. So these shoes are actually made from plastic bottles that were fished out of the ocean, which I think is so cool. Personally, I think it's really hard to find stylish and eco-friendly, sustainable shoes, and these really hit the spot. I love that they have a little heel so that you're not completely flat on the ground. It's more comfortable walking this way, and the sole inside is even padded, so it gives a really, it's just so comfortable to wear, and they don't fall off your feet while walking, which was a concern of mine. I personally think you can really dress up or down these shoes. I've worn them a lot of times just out for walks, to the supermarket, but also to the theater. We've been to the theater quite a lot of times in the past few days, and I wore these as well. It's really comfortable. Vivaya has so many more options on their shop. They're actually very well known for their flats. I love that a lot of their shoes are actually machine washable, which is really nice, and it just feels really comfortable on your feet since it is woven into like this fabric, and it just feels like you're wearing comfy socks in a way, but they're still really stylish, so I'm a big fan of their shoes. And of course, they're sustainable, so that is also something that's really important to me. So if you're interested and on the lookout for your next pair of shoes that are sustainable and stylish and comfortable, then be sure to check out Vivaya and use the coupon code that they kindly provided for us. And we'll be going back to them for more stylish, sustainable shoes. I can see. This usually isn't part of my nighttime routine, but it's actually Johannes' birthday tomorrow, and I baked a cake that still needs finishing up. All that's left is the cream that goes in between, so I'm going to finish that up and let that chill overnight in the refrigerator. Yeah, I made a German cake called Bienenstich, which translated means bee sting, and I read that the story behind it is that the cake is so sweet and so tasty that when you have it in your backyard or in the garden, the bees will swarm to you and you will risk a bee sting, just to say that the cake is so delicious. But I've never had it in my life, and the cake I made is, or I kind of changed the recipe to make it vegan, so I'm very, very excited to taste it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to quickly finish it up and then continue with my usual evening routine. Reading always makes me so tired, but I'm currently reading By the Pricking of My Thumb from Agatha Christie. I really enjoy reading Agatha Christie's thrillers. This one I feel like is one of the lesser known books of her. I found it at a book exchange, and I have to say up until the halfway point, it was a little bit suspenseful, but it wasn't that thrilling, like, oh my gosh, I want to keep on reading. But now things are starting to unravel a little bit. Someone is missing, and yeah, it's getting there. It's getting more suspenseful, and I'm really curious to see how the story will end. But at least up until now, not my favorite Agatha Christie book, but yeah, I'll keep you updated. So right before bed, we actually like to read each other a little short story from this book that we have. It's in German, and the German title is called Komm, ich erzähle dir eine Geschichte, and I think it's translated from Spanish. Really nice. These stories are really short, only a few pages, and it's really nice quality time to read each other books and stories. I think it's really underrated, and I really like the stories in this book because basically it's always this young guy talking with his therapist, and his therapist will tell him a story with a moral lesson within the story, and it always gets you thinking. And I've had a few stories in here that have really inspired certain thoughts in my head or inspired certain things in my life. Really enjoy this and highly recommend.